Hello guys, this is Spicy and this is a review on the Hot Toys. Marvel's Avengers Infinity War Black Widow 1/6 scale collectible figure. Model number is MMS 460. This figure retails for $235. Some places they go for $229 and some other places they go for around $240. So, somewhere in between. Anyway, those are US dollars, and you can also purchase this figure online. I think you can find it on eBay, Amazon, as well as you can buy directly from the manufacturer at www.hottoys.com.hk and www.hottoys.jp. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. This is a sponsor review by one of my another former YouTuber who had his channel terminated by YouTube for I guess these type of well, he does a lot of gun related videos, so also some 1/6 scale figures. So I think somewhere he did something wrong, and it's unfortunate that YouTube had to terminate his channel. Very sad. And anyway, I've got a very nice Avengers Infinity War logo here. We got a very nice print. The box art is actually very nice, but I think we've seen like this promotional pictures of Black Widow like so many times. Like almost every toy line they had to use that picture. So I seen it in Hasbro Marvel Legends, see it in Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figure Arts, and also various other stuff. So yeah, this figure is recommended for ages 15 and up, adult collectible, not a toy. Says it right there very specifically. This product is suitable for ages 15 and up. Please read these instructions carefully before opening this product. This product is not suitable for children under 3 years old due to small parts which may cause choking hazard. Some components are rather sharp in shape and fragile. Exercise care during unpacking and disposing. So basically treat this like an adult collectible. Don't treat it like a toy. Don't treat this like your Marvel Legends or even your SH figure art, because rough handling can cause some damage to some of the parts. So I would recommend treat this more like a model kit, and you should be fine. And yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the side of the box. The print work on this box is pretty good, although I feel like they kind of went cheap on the packaging here. I had some older Hot Toy figures that have like better packaging than this figure. So I think some of my older Resident Evil Hot Toy figures have like much better packaging design. But anyway, basically this one is just pretty simple. You remove the sleeve right here, and you see the figure inside the open window right there with all the accessories and stuff like that. And on the back of the figure, okay, right here we have the name of the people who are involved in the production of this figure. Very nice. Looks like a lot of sculptors from Hong Kong. And yeah, these are pretty talented designers, so very nice. And obviously this is a licensed product. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction manual again. I did this during the unboxing, but I feel like it's important to share this information for people who probably will not be going through the instruction after they purchase the figure. So yeah, just pause and look at that. So basically they do not recommend people to remove the outfit, and do not try to force the joints, because you could damage the figure. And also don't try to clean the figure using these harsh chemicals, because it will cause harm to the body. Alright, so yeah, a lot of people who are into kit bashing, what they like to do is remove the outfit and put it on a different type of body, to improve the articulation, because Hot Toys base body isn't known for the best type of articulation. However, Hot Toys, I guess recently they have stepped up their game to trying to prevent people from doing that to their figures. They have their own reasons. I don't know why they decided to do that, but they would prefer people just keep the figure the way it is. And I guess it's for collectible purposes or whatever. Either way, I'm not gonna get into that. So overall, I think the base body is actually decent for a figure like this. Since it's adult collectibles, most people just gonna put the figure into one pose and stick it on the shelf somewhere. These are pretty much like shelf queens, where people just build a display and then put the figure there for whatever part of the collection and stuff like that. I'm not really into the Marvel the property, so I really don't care much about these figures. This particular figure was actually given to me for the purpose of using as a kit bash. So basically, I'm gonna just go to town with it. I'm gonna use like a different head sculpt and stuff like that. What's really nice about this figure is even though it's Black Widow, she does not have any of her Black Widow logos on anywhere on her outfit. So if you want to turn this into something else, you can easily do that. You don't have to cover up any emblems or anything. She could easily be anybody from any other license. Basically, all you have to do is do a head swap. And that's actually very easy. So let me give you guys an example how easy the head swapping would be. So basically, you just pop up the head. There's like a ball joint there, and then you can go on eBay, Amazon, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds of different head options that you can purchase. And then you can have a different figure, different looking figure. Look at that. Yeah, so that's that. Obviously, these head options, they can range anywhere between $40 to $150, depends on the scope work. So just be aware of that. I think this particular head sculpt is actually going for like $100 on eBay right now. So it's pretty pricey. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think this is like the best work Hot Toys have done in terms of sculpting. People say this is more like a regression than a progression. I think it looks pretty good, but I think the biggest problem with this figure is probably the hair. I mean, take a look at that. It's quite disappointing, to be honest with you. While this is actually a very incredible figure, take a look. It's kind of look nothing like. Well, I mean, yeah, just look at the hair. I wish they could have sculpted the hair instead of using these rooted hair. I think that's the biggest problem. I know like the rooted hair gives it that doll-like quality, which may turn some people off. I personally kind of prefer these rooted hair because you can do a lot of stuff with it. It's actually quite interesting having these kind of hair on the figures like these. But I think with the sculpted hair, there's a lot more they can do. They can actually, sculpt the hair to look exactly like that if they wanted to, and then it would have been perfect. But either way, this figure is given to me for kit bashing purpose, so I'm gonna use it for that. I'm not gonna use this head sculpt. That is just gonna go away. Or maybe go on to another custom figure or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the accessories. She can stand on her own, so that's actually very cool. And she's pretty posable for a Hot Toy figure. So that's actually very neat. So anyway, despite having like a bodysuit and stuff like that, that kind of hinders the articulation. She's actually she's probably one of the better ones in terms of posability. So anyway, let's go ahead and put her over here. For accessories, we have this Avengers Infinity War stand right here. And yeah, 2018 Hot Toys Limited. And yeah, this is like one of those extendable stands. So you can, if you want to give this to another figure, that's like maybe a little bit taller, you can just, pull this thing up and down like that. So yeah, this one's nice. Got the Black Widow label right there Pretty sure the other guys all have the same stand with different names. It's okay. I think they probably source a stand from another, like a company that probably mass-produced stands, and then they just added this Avengers Infinity War logo on there to make it like a part of the Avengers Infinity War collection. So it does what it does. So it's pretty cool. All right. So anyway, let's see what else. For leftover parts, we have these buttons right here. These are leftover buttons, I believe, in case if you lost these buttons right there. Yeah, it would kind of suck if these just goes missing, like the ones right here, the ones right there. Yeah, so you have replacements in case if you lose them, you get 2 of them. Okay, and then obviously you got these pegs for the hands. I'm actually very surprised a lot of companies are actually doing these days. You have no idea, like these hand joints or these hand pegs always like to break, and we're not just talking about Figma or SH Figuarts. They break on everything. Like I have Robot Damashi figures with broken the hand joints, which is super annoying. And I'm glad, like a lot of these companies these days are giving us extra joint parts in case we break them. Yeah, because that pretty much just ruins the figure for you when you break the hands. Okay, and let's take a look at the hand options here. Obviously, we have 2 closed fists. Very nicely sculpted. The paintwork is actually okay. I'm actually surprised to see there's some defect right here, which is a little bit disappointing. But overall, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a $200 plus figure. They put in some decent effort into this. Okay, and then obviously we got 2 open hands. Once again, the sculpt work is very good. Even her fingernails are painted. So that's very nice. This one's actually perfect. I can't find any flaws. Yeah, I try really hard to find flaws in the paintwork, but I don't see any paint flaws. So this is perfect. That's actually really nice. And then we have this gripping hand right here, which is used to grip onto the stun baton. This is also very nice. The fingernails are painted. I tried to look for flaws. I can't find any flaws. I can't find any flaws here on the stun taser, other than this, maybe this little nut mark right here. Yeah, that is a nut mark. So that's a little bit annoying. Other than that, it's pretty much perfect. The prongs are painted too. Yeah. And the sculpt work is very sharp. So I definitely like that. This is very well done. And it can be stored on the holsters on the thigh. Okay, so that's that. She also have an extra, stun gun gripping hand, which I use it to hold on to an actual gun. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised this version of Black Widow doesn't come with any guns. All her previous iterations have Glocks. I guess I guess somehow they're just trying to stay away from guns or something, which makes sense. Like all my other videos that involve these stuff gets demonetized or flagged. it used to get demonetized, now it just gets flagged. Okay, so anyway, that's that. We talk about this. Let's continue talking about other accessories. We have the stun baton, obviously. These are actually super nice. Look at the sculpt work on the stun baton. That's incredible. It's also very rigid. So yeah, it's not made from like soft plastic that's gonna warp on you and stuff like that. But this is very, very nice. Okay, so yeah, very, very, very nice. Also got another one which is a double version. The one that's fully attached. Now you can't separate this one. This one just one solid piece, and she has a gripping hand that you can use to grip onto this version. Yeah, and then she also have another gripping hand with the stun baton, which I already attached the baton to. Okay, and then we have these. These are the undeployed version of the stun baton thing. and yeah, these can just be attached to her backpack right here, like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and remove these and talk about the articulation. So the articulation on this figure is your typical, you know, female hot toy figure. You know, it's not the most well articulated figure there is, and plus she's got a jumpsuit, so the jumpsuit also hinders the articulation, especially at the hips. These material are not designed to stretch, so don't expect her to be doing like jump kicks and, you know, all kind of crazy stuff. And that's unfortunate, just because, you know, the material, like, you can't really do anything with it. I guess if you remove the clothing, she would probably be able to do a lot more. She would be a lot more posable, but you know, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a Black Widow figure with her Infinity Wars outfit. So yeah, anyway, we'll go over the articulation real quick for the feet. This boot is all one part, so that also hinders the articulation. That pretty much means you're not gonna get any side movement right there at all. No ankle rockers. Yeah, it's just very stiff. You know, I feel like if I want to do something with the feet, I'm probably gonna break the figure, so I'm probably just not gonna bother with that. You can actually remove the boots and then you know, give her different aftermarket third-party boots if you like, but I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. We actually have a double jointed knee right here, which is actually very nice. Very surprising to see that. And the legs can, well, go out this far before the suits start getting annoying. And yeah, unfortunately, let's see, what can you do to improve the articulation on this one? I guess maybe you can kind of push the jumpsuit up a little bit. I know one of the promotional photos showing her like stepping on somebody, and her legs is like almost straight. So I think you can pull off that pose if you want to risk it. I'm not gonna risk it on this one. And we also have the belt right here. So yeah, it looks like the one side is higher than the other one. So I guess that is how her costume is designed. So this side has like only one strap, and the belt sits a little bit higher on this side, on the left side, than on the right side. The right side is like two strap here for the stun baton thing. And yeah, she has like another vest that goes under her regular Black Widow jumpsuit. I'm pretty sure you can remove this vest if you want to. You can see there's another vest in there. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they put too much effort into this suit underneath. It looks just like a black mesh. And they add a zipper there just so you can see the extra detail, but I don't think it's like a full-on jumpsuit. In fact, okay, well, yeah, it is actually removable because you can see the inside of this vest. So you can remove this vest if you wanted to, if you want to risk it. And yeah, let's go ahead and continue talking about articulation. She does have a waist joint right here, so she can rotate. But again, like I said, it's a full body jumpsuit. You do so at your own risk. And she also have a diaphragm joint. But yeah, this vest is severely hindering that articulation. So that's gonna be done at your own risk. And take a look at the shoulders. I think the shoulder can actually go perpendicular, but then the shoulder armor will get in the way. So again, you do so at your own risk. You can raise the arm, rotate the arm back and forth like that. The suit actually does get in the way when you try to move the arm upward, because this is one piece right here. It's not very stretchable. And she has a double jointed elbow. It is hindered by the elbow pad though. So yeah. And on the arm, we have that straight peg that goes into the forearm. You can rotate that, and we get a hinge. And the hand is attached via these kind of connection system. It's not a ball joint, but it's more like something like that. I don't know what to call that. But anyway, let's see. She does have a neck hinge, so the neck can go back and forth like that. And then the head is obviously sitting on a ball joint like that. So yeah. Let's take a look. I think like the biggest problem with this figure might be just the head sculpt. She looks very angry, and I wish she would look more like the one, like the promotional picture. That would have been perfect. That would have been very nice. So yeah, unfortunately, I think this is quite a disappointment from Hot Toys, to be honest with you. I think a lot of their older figures, like all the other figures that I have from their collection were from like maybe anime or video games related characters. So their likeness, it's it's debatable, but this is actually based on the real human being, or at least like a version of the real person. But yeah, it really doesn't look that accurate. But you know what? I think it's an easy fix. This is this figure is gonna probably be going on sale for like a slightly lower price point due to like all the complaints and all this all the yeah, due to like all the nonsense that's going on the internet about this figure. So you might be able to pick it up cheaper and use it for like other purposes and stuff like that. Maybe swap out her head with like an older version of Black Widow, or wait for somebody to make a new head sculpt for this figure. I think if a third party come up with a head sculpt that look more like the promotional picture, this would be a perfect figure. That would just fix all the problem. Or you can just make a custom figure by swapping out the head with another figure, and just make a custom figure. I'm actually trying to make a female Cobra officer from G.I. Joe using a different head sculpt, and I'm just gonna get some Cobra decals on these shoulder pads, and I think we're good. And give her an actual weapon, and we will have a female Cobra operative from G.I. Joe. Yeah, another very well-known franchise I haven't seen a lot of love these days. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do with this figure. Gonna create like a custom Cobra female operative. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, well, anyway, this is the review of the Hot Toys Marvel's Avengers Infinity War Black Widow 1/6 scale collectible figure. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching.